I know the DJ.
Do you?
You gotta
90s baby, stand up.
You're coming back cause I'm blowing in it. Pause. I take my craft serious.
Get the hell out of here. I don't owe you shit.
Welcome to episode 107 of I Know the DJ, a podcast discussing all things music, nightlife, business, and pop culture through the unfiltered opinions of host Snacks.
GimmeSnax, baby.
Make that a little louder, thank you. And Cammie V.
What's up, baby?
DJ Cammmy V.
Shout out everybody to our Christmas special.
It's that time of the year.
Christmas special, holiday special, New Year special. This is the last show of the year, right?
Yeah, last one of the year.
So what an amazing 20. Oh no, we do have a better version of this song.
Yeah, I saw this floating online.
Better version of the song. Hold on. Oh wow. Electric.
This is amazing. Hit that high note.
Electric. That is our very own producer Dylan.
Producer
DJ
Dylan.
DMG. Fucking killing it.
On the vocals.
On the vocals and had the crowd in the palm of his hands. I think last week. Killing it with the Mariah Carey. The vocals though.
Bro,
oh my God. You had to be there.
Amazing.
But this is the holiday edition. And no matter what you celebrate, what you believe in, it's all about the good vibes, the good times. My favorite time of the year, December is also is my birthday. Huh.
Feliz Navidad.
Shout out my Latinos.
Yo, Snacks, you see that sign? I see it every year, right around Christmas time, those dealerships. We got new cars, Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. Love that. But, oh God, excuse me, I'm croaking here. Gassy. Last show of the year, holidays. It's always a great time. There's tons of parties, tons of festivities, tons of, hey, I miss you, Tex. I've been thinking about you. You know what I'm saying?
I miss you. What you get me for Christmas?
Yeah, I hope you, I remember last Christmas when we had the matching pajamas. I kind of missed that.
Where's the mistletoe?
You know? But, you know, wrapping up the year, you know, I just want to say thank y'all for supporting us this year. 2024 was awesome. We had our 100th episode. You know, we've had changes into our production team and beyond, and so we're just really, really grateful for you and for those listening and thugging it through with us. You know, new listeners this year. I'm just super grateful for y'all. So just wanted to say thank you. God damn it, Dylan, why are you sneezing in the background? God fucking damn it. I'm in a monologue.
God damn it.
God damn it, Dylan. But again, thank you. And as always, what we do every year, as DJs, obviously, and it's DJ gigs. Talk DJ gigs, because
Yeah, we do.
you know these New Year's Eve gigs are, I don't even know what to call them. They're
like our they're like our Super Bowls. Like the holiday gigs are like our Super Bowls. You know, as far
it's
as
the big. I mean, it's what is supposed to be the biggest party night of the year. However, this year's a little weird because it's a Tuesday.
Club going up.
And what other holiday was it Tuesday? Was it Christmas? Christmas hasn't happened yet. What holiday was on a Tuesday? Oh, my birthday was on a Tuesday. There was what day was Halloween this year? Wasn't
Halloween was on a
day?
weekend.
It was on a Thursday?
Yeah, Halloween was like a Thursday. So then it was like before, after. So it was like it's an in between.
Because I think last year was on New Year's was on a Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
So
yep.
it being on a Tuesday, how does that affect the nightlife? How does that affect the weekend gigs? You know, are people saving up the energy and the pockets for Tuesday so they're not going to go out Friday, Saturday? Or do they get gassed out because of Tuesday so they don't go out the week after? It fucks a lot of things up. Do they even go out Tuesday because they just get it out on Saturday?
Right.
And then just stay home?
Beat the crowd, beat the rush.
Yeah. You know, it's weird. I don't really know what to expect this year.
Yeah, I don't know. But I will tell you one thing. There's definitely no shortage of gigs because the amount of, like, if anyone's on Instagram, now is the time you see all those flyers out, and a lot of DJs posted, hey, come check me out here for New Year's. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, what the crowd shots are going to look like this year.
Yeah. There's a lot going on, and we'll see if there's enough people to go around. Where are you going to be this year, Cammie?
Dude, I'm actually going to be at Time Out Market.
Love that.
Shout out to my brother, Toomey. Dude, it's gonna be a blast. You know, last year, I'll be honest. Last year was gonna be pretty tough to top for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I did first night Boston. You know, I was on stage, on TV, on NBC.
You looked incredible.
You're the man. Rocking it with my boy Sammy Adams. So yeah, that was tough to beat, bro. I mean, there was like 10,000 people in the barricades and probably another like 10, 15 walking around outside.
Yeah.
But so this will be a good change of pace. More low key. Probably Vanessa and I will go grab dinner early.
Love that.
And then it's gonna be, you know, at timeout, you play there too. So you know, a lot of people moving in and out.
Yeah.
So I think overall, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people that kind of pop in for a little bit, families. So it's gonna be more of a family-friendly set for me.
Yeah. Which will be fun,
dude. It'll be fun.
Music.
Looking forward to it. How about you? Where are you gonna be at?
We'll be at venue. We'll be at the hometown, the Saturday night hometown venue nightclub in Boston. So it's gonna be everything. I mean, that's the thing about, I think, nightclubs, and especially downtown nightclubs on a night like this, where, you know, usually we're like the premier staple hip hop night in the city, but it's a lot of rookies, a lot of like even older people, like tourists that are in town for whatever reason. You know, they're staying at the hotels downtown, and they're kind of just floating around. They heard it. They said club near me, and this is where they're at.
Yep.
You know, people where this is the one night of the year they go out. They're not really club people. They don't really go out, but their friends are. And so they're like, okay, it's New Year's. Everyone's going. So I guess I'll get a ticket. And they're going to fucking hate it the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. I said this off air, you know, aside from like, you know, one of the great things about these Super Bowl gigs, these holiday type gigs, obviously everyone gets a little bit of a pay bump because, you know, people are paying top dollar to go out.
Yep.
So that's a one really plus side, I guess, from a DJ perspective. But I guess from like a crowd interaction wise, just because there's so many rookies, I tend not to enjoy these gigs as much because like the shit that I'm doing, like these people couldn't, you know, wouldn't be able to recognize the difference of value that I'm adding to the night. So yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, 100%. It's definitely it's going to be a change of pace as far as what I usually do in that room.
Yep.
Just because of what the crowd is going to demand. It's just so mixed. And then who your regulars probably are will probably be somewhere else because, again, it's the one time that they're going to go somewhere else, and they were just there on Saturday.
Right.
So it is going to be very, very different. And luckily, you know, again, being what we preach here, you know, very open format, being ready for kind of anything. I'm not worried about it, but it's going to be like it's going to be very, very different. I remember last year, a DJ did like the sister venue, and I remember I was talking to the Bottle Girls the week after. I think I was there the week after, and I was like, oh, like how was New Year's? And they were like, I don't know, the DJ was just like playing a lot of weird stuff, whatever, like what we're not used to. And I was like what? And they're like, oh, he played like Party in the USA, like, so, and I was like, on a night like that, he has to. He like that Party in the USA, get your hand, like that is a song that you really need to get on an event like New Year's, where again it's people that are dressed up in their sparkly dresses and the guys have their good shirts on and they're popping the champagne. That's the kind of music they want to hear.
Right.
You know what I mean? Despite really the venue or what kind of nights that venue is kind of used to.
Right. I don't want to say like as a DJ your job is to dumb it down for the audience. I don't think that's the right word. Maybe like dilute it and make it more drinkable for for the guests that go.
Yeah, and especially again, New Year's is all about the glitz, the glam, the confetti, and so the music needs to match that.
Yep.
And so we talk about reaction records and everything, like that is the night where every reaction record you have should be played. You know what I mean? And so that's what I mean. Party in the USA is like
it's a big celebration.
It's a song that you look over to your left and your right and you're singing together. You have the hands up, like that is the epitome of New Year's.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, and then I'm playing more up tempo records than I usually do. In that, and then so like when I think of grab somebody sexy, tell them that's a song I want to hear on New Year's.
Yeah, for
you know what I mean. That like if I'm on the dance floor, that's a song I want to hear.
Yeah.
Just songs like that. I'm good. Obviously, you know I remember I think 2 years ago that was my ball drop song. You know these are just all songs that again might not be in your typical headliner crate. Again, if you're doing hip hop, I'm sure if you're doing more open format nights, those definitely will be in your crates. But you start dipping into different crates. You know, depending on what kind of New Year's gig you have.
Right.
And it's similar to you, like first night, more family friendly. Timeout, more family friendly.
For sure.
So you're going to maybe walk away from those club headline sets and maybe into more like your family wedding sets, wedding crates, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff that people are more familiar with, all ages. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of which, we got to talk about the ball drop song,
Dude.
And I was thinking about this earlier, obviously in prep. This year's weird.
As was last year.
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to pick that song. I have an idea of what the song is, and I hate it.
I know exactly what you're gonna say because as soon you had that twinkle in your eye, and I'm like, dude, I know what it is. I know what you think it is, and I
Okay, hold on. Let me load in the Serato and see if we're usually pretty in sync.
We're always in sync.
Dude, you're Justin and I'm JC, dude.
That's right, baby.
All right. So I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1. You say it, and I'm just gonna play it.
Okay. All right.
Fuck! You think?
Are
we locked in?
I think we're locked in. We're talking like
This is what
biggest
what is
celebration
supposed to be the big song of
okay,
the year.
I know what it is. I know what it is. Go ahead.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hot to go.
No, it's not.
Fuck.
You think
God,
Hot
that's
to
so
Go is?
I'm thinking more.
That's gonna be your
maybe not
your ball drop song.
It won't be mine, but I thought that's where your mind went. I think that's a good pick. I honestly
I don't like it.
I don't like that, to be honest with you. I would probably play that leading up to the ball drop.
So what are you gonna play for the ball drop?
Dude, honestly, but again, just for where I'm at, because I'll be at.
Okay,
timeout.
let's just because I think most people are not doing a timeout type gig.
Right.
Let's think about like what that peak party, ball drop, New Year's.
Well, here's the thing about this song, right? Because I know you have an incredible way of, again, so the ball drops. You need to have something before that kicks in. So if I were you,
it would be
I
the
know
New
you're gonna
Year's
make
song.
New Year's song.
What's it called? The
Cum Laude or something like that.
The and then
have that going to Fiend.
And then everyone's kissing, hugging, confetti's going.
Yep.
And
then like, yeah. That's the right
That's
move.
probably like
That's the right move.
because I'm looking at Spotify's top hits of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And there's good songs, but just that clear cut New Year's ball, like the song that everyone.
I mean, that's the biggest
like to
reaction
me,
record.
Fiend is that song.
It's the biggest reaction record for sure.
And I'm just not, I don't like it.
It's not the camaraderie record.
Yeah, I feel icky.
Yeah, that's like a rage record in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know, dude. It is weird. Yeah, I don't know. I think at like timeout, I'll probably still do something like that. I'm good at it.
That shit was bang.
That shit fucking kills every time.
Yeah.
I did last year. I mean, I'm doing a similar gig, similar demographic. So
you did play it. Yeah.
So I did last year. Hey, congrats.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That was on TV.
Facts.
So yeah, I mean, it's hard, bro. But yeah, just again, it is very symbolic of where music is right now.
Yeah.
So the fact that we can't confidently pick something that's like, oh, dude, this was like, Pepas was like a few years ago.
Yep.
Dude, that's a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
You know what I mean?
But then does the ball drop song have to be a song from the year?
I don't think so. I think in my opinion, you hit like the best record for that moment, and then immediately after
play the
boom,
song.
boom, hit the biggest reaction records from the year after that. That's what I would do.
Dylan?
I think it's probably going to be like Where You Are, Shiver. That's
not a bad pick.
That's not a bad pick.
That's not a bad pick.
But
it came out this year too.
Right. That's not a bad pick.
I think of a song like that is so like if we compare it to Pepas and I'm Good, right? Those are more pop mainstream songs where like Shiver is like deeper in EDM than it is in pop, in my opinion. Where I think as far as atmosphere of that song and like the vibe of that song, it passes the vibe check.
Yeah.
But again, it's like the choice of like this is the song.
Yeah.
That like that's gonna be in everyone's story. So like because again, if you are more of a hip hop patron and Shiver plays, you might be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I'm Good, I think it was more likely that you would know that. So I just think it was more mainstream and pop.
Well, I mean,
than
like it was a
Shiver is.
rendition of like an old song.
And if you don't know that song, you know the original song.
yeah,
So I think that's what I think that's the gap in between those songs. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
And then Pepa's was just like no, like everybody.
that
knew
was
song.
that was unanimous.
I remember last year was well, I mean I did a pretty like urban like night, and it was Rich Baby Daddy.
Yeah, it's classic.
And it was fucking
That's fire.
nuts.
That's fire. I think that, you know, and then if you look through like in the past, you know, I think there's some iconic ones like Ball Drop by French is something that always gets.
But that's so hip hop. That's the other way. Like people that are not like big hip hop heads
I know.
do not know that
because
song.
I was trying to like think. You were saying like you try to think like more of a bar like open format, not a specific like.
It
theme
wouldn't be
that-
a bar night because it is a 600, 700 person LED CO2 venue. I wouldn't say like it's like a bar night.
No, but he's saying like, you know, he's basing his pick off of like a bar location as opposed to like where
like
you're
more
going to
open
be.
form, not a timeout location, not a hip hop like venue location. I was thinking like more of a general like.
Like if he was at a college bar, I could see that ringing off. To be honest with you, I think that's actually a really good pick, Dylan.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess if you had to pick a song from this year,
That's a good pick. But,
I
but
would have
there's
to
ways.
like make a version of
Well,
it.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
and that's what I wanted to say. I think there's ways that you
Or-
could use that song to build it up. You know, have that build up moment, and then like after the first 15 seconds, I get this feel. You know what I mean? Then it kicks
And
in.
it just like explodes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But again, the fact that we just don't know. I'm gonna what
EJ's laughing
to
over
the
there.
explodes comment? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that was a little crazy. That was a little crazy.
Hey yo. I think like I would hate it if the ball dropped and I just hear muzzle on. I would hate that. I would hate it.
Yeah, I know.
I would hate it, but I feel like people are gonna definitely do that.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know.
I would fucking.
I
hate
wouldn't.
that.
Yeah, dude. Again, it's all about the vibe check. Like if we're, for lack of better description, the first song you hear in 2025 is about fucking pedophilia. I don't think that's a good omen.
Right. Right.
Like, let's just be honest. Let's be honest about it.
Right. Dude, that I am good at it. Really.
Dude, it
It
checks
might
all the
be
boxes.
good. It might be good for the next 10 years, dude. It's so good.
Is it on the
Yeah,
Patreon?
until
Fuck.
I find a better option, I will continue to do that.
Damn. That's so like I'm like reading this list. And dude, Defying Gravity would be fucking electric. Holy shit. Did you watch Wicked?
No,
Oh, you have no idea what I'm talking about?
no, I have no idea.
Oh, bro.
Vanessa didn't want to go see Wicked?
No,
Bro.
no.
Dude.
No.
Yo, Defying Gravity's a banger,
Gravity's a
right?
I don't have 30.
Yo, Defying Gravity for a New Year's would be kind of lit.
I don't have
lit.
3.5 hours to kill. I don't have 3.5 hours to kill.
Dude, fuck, that's
The
hilarious.
etiquettes will go crazy on that shit.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the etiquettes will go crazy in that shit.
Yeah. God. Nights like this, nope. Bar song.
Low energy, but and then something from
But
the
if you
Brad
did
album,
like,
maybe.
but
I don't
if
know.
you did like a,
That's why I was like, okay, like the big reaction records like Chaperone, obviously the Brat records.
so the way my mind is working right now, I'm looking at Ableton right now, and you have the that near the and then and it goes into like a piano like a 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the dum, like no, just piano.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then like into an it would have to be an edit into something else.
Yeah,
I think that would be kind of damn. My wheels are turning right now. I need to work on this now because
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna end the show early. We're gonna hop on
I
Ableton.
gotta hop on the Ableton ASAP. Fuck, I gotta figure this
Get
out.
those New Year's edits out.
But I gotta make something with it because that actually wouldn't be bad if it was like the breakdown of something else
Mm.
in time.
Yeah.
if they're in the same key, I'm doing it. But fuck, let us know what your ball drop song is gonna be. What do you plan on playing at midnight to start 2025 for your set, for your party? Please let us know because I'm super interested. 'Cause clearly I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Bro, the best part of that edit too, the I'm good one, We used the viral. There's no viral clips. Remember the guy the news anchor? And
Yeah,
with that,
yeah.
the
Oh,
2023
shit.
season is
Yeah.
over. Welcome to 2024. or something like that.
He's done it since. He doesn't.
keeps-
It's
yeah,
not
he-
as good as the original.
Yeah, he like replaces the year.
Um,
But like the last 2 years that went viral, I have not seen that yet this year.
right.
And with that, the 2023
I remember
season,
I remember he did it. I remember he did it last year too. And then I feel like I saw a few
replaced it.
TikToks.
Yeah, I replaced.
Of people doing the recaps.
Yeah.
With that shit.
Yeah.
What I did want to talk about. Speaking of, we're talking about the different crates that we have getting in and out of crates. I had a cool discussion in one of my group chats, my DJ group chat. Shout out my DJ group chats about crate organization. I think this is something that we like to go back into the super nitty gritty DJ talk when we can, and I think this is a great opportunity to do so. DJing organization, your library organization and crates, I don't think there's any right way to do it. It's very, very dependent on the kind of person that you are. For me, I've seen Serato libraries that are like genre, year, artist, album, produced by, like, it's like so
Specific.
it's so intense.
Yeah.
And I can see, like, I think that's like, it's organized, but like to what is that the way that you program your night? I don't see myself programming night being like, okay, I need my next hour to be only produced by Pharrell.
Right.
You know what I mean? That just makes no sense to me. If I was maybe a radio, like more like a very hardcore on like radio personality, or if I did like, I don't know if I had like a YouTube channel of like where maybe that would be more, that would make more sense. But as far as just like the way I program my nights, like that just to me wouldn't benefit me at all.
Right.
I also saw one time a guy, he puts emojis.
Yeah. I did see that
on his songs.
Yep.
And so like it might be like this emoji means this emoji means that. But I remember he had multiple like songs with like 1 fire emoji, 2 fire emoji, 3 fire emojis. And I was like, yo, like I was like, you use emojis to like organize. He goes, yeah, like if it's like the new hot record, it'll be 3 fire emojis, and I can just like look for that. And he goes, but as that like song like ages out or like has its moment, then it's 2 emojis, and then maybe down to 1, maybe down to none. And I'm like, that actually makes sense. Do I feel like going through all my songs and starting having emojis? Absolutely not. But maybe if I was starting from scratch,
Dude,
maybe.
my question is, how do you search for an emoji?
I don't know. He must know a way. Or
They have,
but it might be just be a visual thing, because I know some people that don't
Right.
use the search at all.
Right.
And then I know people that don't use crates and only use the search.
Yeah, it's
Like it's again, everyone is so different.
Yeah.
So I'm curious of how you organize your crates, your library, and how you maneuver through it during your sets.
Dude, I do it a couple different ways. Fumble. Oh, snacks. Gotta get a bib, kid. I do it a couple different ways. I mostly do it by genre and subgenre. So like I have like my hip hop crate, and then underneath that I have like 5, 6, 7 different subgenres of that. And again, I always look at it as like pockets. So like I have like my headline pocket, I have like my opening pocket. It's like, oh, I need a West Coast pocket. And what I also do in each pocket, I have records at the bottom of the pocket that don't fit that description, but those are my transition tools to get to the next one. So rather than me being like, fuck, I'm stuck in this West Coast funk here, like, how am I going to get out of this? I have like, oh, do this, and I have like a wordplay or something associated with this to get me to Latin or something like that. Rather than like, oh shit, I'm stuck here. So like I have my transition tools in each pocket to get out of that pocket to get to someplace else. And then guess what? Like, okay, boom, boom, boom. I hit this pocket. At the bottom, I have like a transition tool to get me to like reggaeton. And now I'm over to my like reggaeton crate.
Do you mind just kind of elaborating what you mean by like transition tool a little bit for maybe those who don't know what you're talking about?
Yeah, for sure. So like one transition tool that I have, for example, like in one of my like reggaeton crates, I have like a slam in acapella edit of Down. And it's literally just an acapella.
That's
And then
down by the Cammmy V.
Yes, it is.
For those who don't know.
Thank you.
reggaeton.
And then after that, in my reggaeton crate, I have It's Going Down by Young Jock. And then that way, you know, it's from there to there. And guess what? Now I'm in hip hop. And then I go over in my hip hop crate. So those are like either like slam in edits, acapella tools, stuff like that can get me out of this genre in a tasteful way to get me to the next thing where I know the night needs to go. And I have like different ways to get in and out of those types of records.
Dude, I'm so horny right now.
Is that good?
Yeah, this is. It's not again. It makes sense to me, but I just love this shit. I'm glad we're having this discussion right now, and I think those are real. I think the transition tools are so important. I think that's something that a lot of people don't think about, and then they're in this kind of moment. Like I've heard sets, yo. Oh my god, I've heard sets where I can see that they're trying to go somewhere else, but they don't have that transition tool. So it's this mixed with that, and I'm like, this sounds fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, most crowds, I'm sure, will be forgiving of that, but I'm not. I'm not them, and I hear that, and I'm like, yo, you sound fucking nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But having that, it's really just the difference between being good and great, and being cohesive and making
You got to
your
tell a
sets
story.
make sense, dude.
Yeah, make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I think that's great. Something that I very much do is I color code my songs.
Nice.
I color code my tracks because that's how my brain works. I'm a visual guy. I love missionary. I'm visual. I want to see everything.
He's a visual learner.
I look into the eyes. Okay, so I have cold songs to warm songs to hot songs. Okay, so if it's like, okay, let's go to. We're in my opening crate. Okay, my opening crate. I'm gonna organize that by color, and let's see. Blue, I have Slow Down Tory Lanez. This is early. This might be one of the first songs I play.
Right.
I also have The Recipe, Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? Blues. It's a blue song. It's a dope song. It's in my opening set.
Yep.
Not playing this at peak. Comfortable, K Camp.
Dude, amazing record.
But it's a blue song,
Perfect.
right?
Yep.
These are my blue songs. And then, Jesus Christ. And then we start going into, what is this? Teal? I don't fucking know. We have Neon Guts, right?
Yep.
We have Ice Melts. You know, we're starting.
I haven't heard this song in a minute.
This is the opening. We have Drowning.
Yep.
We're starting to get, we're moving up in the heat.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Now we have like actual green. So we have Narcos. You know what I mean? We have Tuon. We're starting, you know what I mean? We're getting hotter. We're getting a little bit spicier. You know what I mean? And then let's see. We're in the yellow. So this is Freaky. This is Big Bank. This is Want Her.
Right.
Now we're in the orange. This is, this is Tyler Hero. This is Money Longer.
Yeah.
And then if we go into the red, these are, Who Do You Love? This is I Don't Fuck With You. This is Free Co.
Yeah, these are all bangers now.
See what I'm saying? But these are songs that are like not necessarily, this is my opening crate. These are the hot songs that if I'm going long in my opening set, let's say if I'm opening for like a rapper, but I'm like, shit, I need to start turning it up.
Yeah.
I got the red songs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I work.
That's a great idea.
And so if I'm like, if it's a crate that maybe I might not do all the time, like let's say if it's like a soca crate, and I'm like, I don't recognize the songs by title. Whoa, oh, my fucking sister. Sorry. Let's say it's a soca crate, right? So I'm not so in that crate anymore.
Right.
That I don't really know all these songs, especially the new songs by name. But if I color code them, I know that, these are the 10 songs that I should play.
Right.
At my peak, in these other songs that I just downloaded 2 weeks ago, they're just for early.
Dude, that's a really good idea.
So that's why I color code them. Because they tell me what I need to know. And then, because I know, like, if we think of like dancehall Afrobeats or something like that, like all those songs are between 95 to 110 BPM. So the BPMs aren't telling you that much, but the vibe does. The energy, the color of them does. So that's how I organize my tracks. Now my crates are they're not that like high level. I don't really do by genre because at this point, like we talked in the past, genres are just too fluid.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
Like I don't have a house crate. I have a Latin house crate. I have an Afro house crate. I have a tech house crate. Like they all like it needs to get more. But I do have crates by like vibe or like by like situation. So the common one I like to bring up is my RWB crate, which stands for Rich White Bitches. So if I'm ever in a, it doesn't mean if I'm at a bar, if I'm at a wedding, it can include those things.
Right.
All it says is if I'm in a room
I look out.
of rich white bitches, I'm in this crate, and this could be any genre.
Right.
It doesn't. It's not specific to a genre. It's just I know that these songs get the rich white bitches going.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? And then within that, I have my colors. You know what I mean? So this, I have shit from Taylor Swift to Justin Timberlake. I have 21 Pilots. I have Doja Cat in here. I have Rihanna in here. I have Flo Rida. I have Fifth Harmony. I have Neo. Like I got any. Like it's how many songs are in this crate? I've had this crate for years. There's 400 songs in this crate.
There you go.
So this shit, I could do a whole gig with this one crate if that's what it is. You know what I mean? I have, let's see. I have rock. Under that, I have classic rock, yacht rock, Caribbean, and then under that, oh my God, I have Haitian. I have dancehall. I have different rhythms. So
Right.
in the Caribbean world, rhythms can help you if you want to run a certain rhythm, just like straight through. I have my soca crate in here, and my open format crate, my opener crate, my headline hip hop crate. And then under the headline hip hop crate is I have a crate called Tables, so which means that's all my drug dealer music.
The Trapper Dies.
The Trapper Dies.
As Fingas likes to call it.
I have these two crates that are always next to each other. One is called the Cookout. The other one is called Funk.
There you go.
The Funk crate is ready. It's funk music. Yeah. But the Cookout has a lot of funk music, but is not exclusive to funk music. Feel what I'm saying? So that's why
100%.
they're always right next to each other.
Yeah, I do that too.
So when I'm at an event, like a Cookout, and I go straight to the Cookout crate, and if I need to get more into the funk, the funk crate is right there.
Right.
And so the Cookout crate, a lot of sing-along stuff, the electric slide stuff, R&B, funk and soul.
Yeah, like because my like dance hall crates and my Latin crates are next to each other.
Right.
Because the crossover is very similar.
Yes.
It's easy to get in and out of each of those.
Yes.
And then underneath that is like my 100 BPM like hip hop stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I have 80 BPM bangers as a crate because
Bro, that's important.
just that pocket is weird and specific.
Gets difficult sometimes.
So I have a crate just dedicated to 80 BPM.
Yep, smart.
I have a strip club crate.
Easy.
Self-explanatory. And something that I'm pretty. I think more people. For some reason people say that like I'm the guy that uses it, but like I think everyone should use it. Is the Prepare folder,
We talked about
which
this
I know
on
that
Thursday,
you,
yeah, all the time.
which I know that you use. So the Prepare. This is specific to Serato. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to make this a normal part of your process. So I'm looking at Serato here. Next to your search bar, you'll see 4 tabs: Files, Browse, Prepare, and History. Prepare opens up a pane in which you can drag songs in to, ready, say it with me, prepare them to be played. So what this means is if I'm playing Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees, okay? So I'm in like 100 BPM, disco, maybe I'm at a wedding or something. 100 BPM, I can go a lot of ways from Stayin' Alive. I can stay in disco. I can go into the funk stuff. I can go into R&B. I can go into some Bruno Mars shit. I can go to hip-hop if I want to. But that all depends on what the next song is and how they react to it.
Right.
So I might prepare 5 different songs, the 5 different genres I just listed.
Yep.
The songs that are 100 BPM that I can go to. So I have 5 different paths I can take depending on how the crowd reacts to Stayin' Alive. Okay?
It's like that game. It's like, oh yeah, which door do you want to go through?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
The thing is I see a lot of DJs who don't use to prepare that are like, that bank on this next track. They're like, okay, this is the track I'm going to play. And I'm like, that's not the track you should be playing. But you got 30 seconds left of the song.
Too late now.
And you have no time to thing to switch it. To prepare, I have the next. Not only do I have 5 different directions I can go, but I can add
After that.
the songs I play after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So usually, like when I've said this on the show before, and I'm not joking when I say it because I use prepare so much. I am usually 5 songs ahead of the crowd, at least.
Yeah.
Because, then you start putting the sequences, the bulletproof, combinations that you've developed over the years, yada, yada, yada. So Staying Alive, I'm like, okay, they like Staying Alive. I'm going to stay with disco. Now I have my next 5 disco songs that I'm going to stick with, and the place is going to go fucking crazy, and I'm not going to let them breathe.
Right.
And now, all of a sudden, I'm the best fucking DJ they've ever heard of, and they're already trying to figure out how I can DJ the next daughter's wedding. You know what I mean?
No, exactly though. But that's the thing. Like people ask, like, dude, how are you able to like
DJ so
navigate
fast.
and DJ so fast? Like, it feels like you're ahead. It's because
I am.
Yeah, I am ahead.
100%.
Yeah.
And that prepare function, bro. Like please start making it a normal part of your process. Because again, hey, I'm in the reggaeton. I got my next reggaeton tracks, but I also have that transition that transition tool that I'm gonna put in here, and the next 3 songs I usually like to play after that. Oh shit, they're getting tired of reggaeton before I thought they would. Let's forget these last 2 tracks I put and let's start moving out. And now I'm out. And now your sets are just weaving through. Your sets are cohesive. Your sets are moving well. The pace is good. Because again, I've seen DJs where they might let the song play too long because they're still looking for that next song.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, your
lost
energy. I'm like, your energy's dropping. I'm like, they didn't want this verse.
Yeah, you lost
No
it.
one plays this verse. You're losing the energy. And then they try and drop something. And I'm like, yeah, you're already gone.
Yeah.
Dylan,
I have a comment about that. Small story. So I was playing at a bar in Fenway like about a month ago. And I wasn't supposed to be playing that night. It was a free night. So I decided to go see my DJs there. And I get there, and of course these guys, they're EDM DJs. Usually when you play EDM, you could prolong a song too long.
Yes.
But majority of the crowd that night was just mainly like they wanted hip hop.
Yep.
So they were going through songs, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, bro, like you can't play that song way too long. Like after the first verse, it's gonna be gone.
It's dead.
Funny enough, I had to hop on and like literally had to like.
You know why? Because you're open format.
I mean, that is true. I just hate when bars book DJs that are just not open format, just stay in one genre. But that's just my side note. I just wanted to get that out. It's just kind of
valid.
No, and that's kind of the thing about it is pacing is such a huge part of DJing, that's why when there's a bedroom DJ, like bedroom DJs, you can have your mixes like super clean. You have your sequences, you have your cuts, whatever. But pacing is reaction, right? Pacing is dependent on the people. So there are times where I play only, right? Nicki, Drake, Wayne. Sometimes I play the Drake verse too. Sometimes I don't. Depends how. If they're going crazy,
if that record was received well,
if they're going crazy to the Nicki verse, they're gonna know the Drake verse.
Right.
You know what I mean? But sometimes the Nicki verse is okay, and I'm like, you know what? Let's keep it moving.
Right.
And I'll say in the mic, I go, yo, I'm gonna play the Drake verse too. Let's go. When I verse, it was the perfect time.
I think what's to your point about pacing, right? Like, there's ways as a DJ that you with your pacing you can insert energy into the room.
Yes.
As opposed to
take it away.
And take it away, of course.
Yeah.
But like you could give me some not like some lower energy records, but the way that I sequence them and pace them together.
Yeah.
Can make it high energy.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I know that I've gotten comments before of saying that I'm moving too fast sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, I know. There's some records I'm just playing the hooks. And I'm just going hook because fact of the matter, you might not realize because you're not a fucking DJ, so shut up, stop giving me advice. But the second that there's certain songs no one knows the verses.
Of course.
No one cares for the verses. The verses aren't that good.
And sometimes you don't even know that until the
it
first time
happens.
you do it, and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna make a mental note of that and not do that again.
An example for that of me, and I know some dudes actually play this verse out is but it's Tatiana.
Yeah, no.
I never play.
No,
I
me
never
either.
play the verse.
No.
But I've been to where openers will play that song and Blueface baby, and I'm like the energy is all of a sudden gone. But the second buzz down, like it was crazy,
up,
and then the energy dies. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, why would I let my energy die, just to let this song breathe? Fuck that. I'm going from that to the next ratchet anthem.
Keep it going.
And I'm not gonna let them fucking breathe.
Yeah.
And people wonder why my sets have so much energy in them. Am I spewing through records? Yes. Is that everyone's taste? No.
But that's the thing though about that's what makes like great DJs great is that you know which records you can rip through.
Yeah.
And then guess what? After a sequence of like 3 or 4, hey, I got one that I know people know. Verse 1, hook, verse 2, hook.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let that one
Yeah.
rock.
My type, I let ride.
Oh, dude.
Act Up, I let ride.
Yep.
You know, there's songs in that, so that sequence, right? Like that Tatiana, like Ratchet, whatever, 100 BPM vibe. Like I'm going back and forth from songs that are just bop, 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 and then songs that I'm gonna let ride.
Boom, let it rock.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So you're not smoking them.
yeah,
so to speak.
yeah. My gig this past weekend, I was in a sequence where I was going through records, and this kid comes out. He was a fucking dweeb. Comes out to me,
Mr. DJ.
and he was just like,
Mr. Snacks.
You know, he goes, I got a question for you. And he goes, bro, you're killing it. He goes, but like, why are you just playing songs for 30 seconds? And I go, because it's the best part of the song. And he goes, and he like made a face to me, and I go, look around the room, bro. People are going nuts.
Mr. Snacks.
And I'm like, bro, you get no bitches. Get the fuck out of here.
Thanks for your comment.
Yeah, thanks for your comment. And
Subscribe to the podcast.
That's crazy.
But it was true. But it's true. Like you know, and again, and it's a style. It's a taste. I
Yeah,
know
for
when,
sure.
when we tour and stuff, like when we go to other cities, I might slow down.
Yeah.
You know, just because I know that the pacing is different. Like that's very East Coast. Like slamming records is
I know.
very East Coast
Yeah.
vibes.
Bigger rooms, bigger records.
Yeah,
let
it's
'em
bigger
breathe.
rooms. Yes, exactly. Weddings too.
Weddings for sure.
Let that shit breathe.
Yeah.
But I'm also not playing Tatiana as much as I am in the wedding.
Of course.
And if I do, I probably actually will play the.
Like if you
the
played
verse.
September, the first verse of September, and you're out at a wedding, people are gonna be fucking pissed at you.
Yeah, that's
People
a
are gonna
song
be
you-
pissed because
yeah.
like your aunt's at the bar grabbing a drink, and by the time she comes out, the song's already
that's a
over. She's
song
gonna be
you wanna-
pissed.
That's a song you want to play out. But if like I play September, maybe not the club, like I like some of these bars and parties and stuff, and it's a reaction record or whatever. But I don't need to play the second verse,
Right.
Because it's a reaction record,
Right. I
You know
think
what I mean?
I think weddings is
Yeah.
a whole different
That's what I'm saying.
beast.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
show the
right,
difference.
Right.
But again,
because the context matters.
the content, and that's what we were saying. What, if not the last show, the one before that is like these set. You cannot do the same sets at different events. You know, it really, really matters. But again, this is why I hate to be the old guy, but that's why experience like will always trump like this. Sometimes your skill or how hot you are, or whatever. Because I know that you haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah. You
So,
haven't
like,
made that mistake.
You
yet
haven't
that I
made the mistake yet.
10 years ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I've done 5,000 people. I've done 50 people. You know what I mean? Like, I know that this same song will be received differently by those two different crowds.
Right.
Just because they feed off of each other and the space, and this had the lights, this one didn't. Like, all these little things matter. But pacing is that thing that you can't really teach. It's completely based on experience and like how like you're like, oh shit, I cut that too early, or shit, like I let this ride too long. I need to make a cue point. I need to make a note. Oh, a note's another one. On
your cue points.
Yeah, on the song being like, yo, like get out of here, but buy this. Or you make a short edit. That's why those short edits
Short
exist.
edits, or like I have cue points that jump from one part to the next.
Yeah. I literally, so especially with dance music and like a lot of these like up tempo EDM like remixes and shit. Like there's so many fucking EDM mashups and remixes out there of songs. Especially like when a song goes crazy, everyone makes a remix to it.
Yeah.
And there's some that I like the break and how they bring the song in of one, but I hate the drop.
Drop is, dude, I do
And
the
I
same
hate
shit all the
that,
time.
and I hate the one how they break it down on this one, but I love its drop.
Yeah.
So I'll put it. So also, if you're looking at your Serato, as you should be, as you follow along here,
Pull out your laptops if you haven't already.
on the track over to the right, there's a section called comment. So for me, what I have, and you can
turn it on.
you can
or
turn
off.
these things on and off in your settings, but what I have is the track number, the key, the song title, the BPM, the artist, the length, the amount of plays. We'll get into that. And then the comment section. In the comments, I will write for this example. So again, it's like, if it's a song like this is what I mix in with, this is the one that probably has the most plays. So I know, and it's my red song, blah, 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 blah. But in the comment, I might write mix out drop. That means do not play this fucking drop. It sucks. Mix out of it, whether it's the drop of another version of that song that's better, or just a more popular drop. I might mix in
Right.
the drop to Animals.
Dude, exactly.
And
Yeah,
like
that's
now
the
it's
thing.
like, oh shit, like, I never heard this remix. I'm like, yeah, because it's not.
It's live.
It's not a remix.
Yeah.
I did it live. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? And then there are songs where, again, Animals, I can't really play Animals anymore.
Right.
I need it, but I can use the drop.
Of course.
So Animals might be a song that I have in the comment, I go mix in drop. stuff like that.
I
So
like
these are
that.
like and then sequences. If a song has a sample, I'd be like, why do I have this random I don't know, Shaka Khan song that is not. I mean, I'm like, oh, in the comment I wrote this is the sample to XYZ. Oh, that's why I have it. Oh, those are the cue points. That makes sense.
Right.
So these comments are like will help you or will remind you. You know, if you're in the moment and you're like trying to put together these sequences and these cue points, and you're like, I'm gonna use this song for X.
Yep.
Write that in the comments because you might forget. You might not do that transition for years.
Right. Right.
And then need it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, and similar. So I don't do the comments. That's a great idea. I could definitely start to implement. But
Yeah.
in the actual cue points, like I have all my cue points
Yeah.
color coded. Like
They
you know,
mean something. Yeah.
Everything means something more than just like 8 beats, 4 beats.
Yes.
8 bars, 4 bars.
And you can put the comment in the cue point.
Yep.
Yep.
But also I have it color coded too. Like purple means jump out. And again, to what you're saying, like, oh, if I see purple here, that means I don't like this drop. I'm going to drop into something else.
Wow, yeah.
And for most of the other records that I like surprise drop into, I'll have like a color there, meaning like this is where I want to jump into from that song.
Yeah,
so I can just plug and play. I could do a million different.
But that's the prep.
Right.
And that's why when
Right.
no matter anytime I hear you, it's something different because you're so prepped out.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter what the crowd gives you. You're so prepped that you can search these things and you look at it, trying to
plug and play.
I can do this, this, and this, and this with it.
Yeah.
It matters. Like so much of DJing is just in the prep. I put notes into the cue points, but I usually do like the verses,
Yep.
like whose verse it is, or like when the feature comes in.
Yeah.
Bottoms up. This is where the Nicki verse starts because I'm always jumping to the Nicki verse.
Yeah. I'll send you my shortcut edit.
Love that. Thank you. You know, these are all things that will help you. Use these tools, these little tools that Serato gives you. Use them. They'll make you so much better, and they'll make you cleaner. Because a lot of y'all don't even DJ with headphones anymore. So at least do this, because your mixes sound crazy. Your mixes sound crazy, and it upsets me. And especially when I know you listen to the show. Take our advice, guys. Replay this, open up your Serato, and follow with me. Follow with Uncle Snacks, okay? Comment, prepare, color code, okay? Comments into the cue points. These things will help you, okay? Jesus.
Thank you, nephew.
And wear your fucking headphones.
Wear your headphones.
Pissing me off. The blends sound crazy.
Yep.
Fuck. I'm trying to think.
Dude, we covered a lot. I guess another thing too, like especially with the prepare feature, I can't emphasize this one enough. Like that, dude, I live in the prepare crate.
Same.
But especially when I'm playing with somebody, like you, we went back to back on Thursday a little bit.
Yep, I'm getting ready.
Dude, me and you, I mean, obviously we're very much in sync, and we know like, hey, this is where it needs to go. So like, I'll throw some prepared songs up there. And guess what? If you play them, which you know, back and forth,
just because we're in the same mode, we're in the same mental mode,
right? You can just delete them off and be like, okay, boop, 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 I'll go here instead.
Yeah. For back to backs, it's huge. Yeah, for sure. And I also want to. Do you use smart crates at all?
I don't. And again, it's probably something I should be more knowledgeable about. But I know like you can put like a smart tag on songs, and Serato will literally do the heavy lifting for you.
Yeah.
You could like put hashtags in the comment section, and smart crates could build an entire crate that has the same hashtag in it and stuff like that. I know Toomey is really big in that.
Toomey uses smart crates a lot. Shout out Toomey. I use smart crates a little bit. I know he uses it for his organization, so I know he'll do. What will he do? I'm gonna butcher this. I'm sorry, Toomey, if I butcher this, but I know he does like he'll. So on smart crates you can make rules in Serato, and it will make a crate based on the rules that you designate. So the rules can be added December 31st, 2023, and then like I'm sorry. It can be earliest add December 31st, 2023, latest add December 31st, 2024.
Yep.
So you're getting all the songs that you downloaded
this year
in the year, okay? Then if you click plays, you look at all the songs that have 0 plays. So those are songs that you downloaded this year that you never fucking played. So you can look at that and then go through them and be like, okay, this is a song, I don't know why I downloaded it, or maybe it's a double and whatever, and you can clean out your crate that way. Or you might be like, okay, oh shit, I forgot I had this song. I forgot to put it in a crate. I forgot to put cue points. This is a song this is an edit I should be using, and blah, 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 blah. That's a good way to use smart crates to organize. I do a lot of sample play and I usually when I have a song that is the original sample, I always add the song title that it samples and then sample the word sample in the title.
So that when you search it,
So now I have a smart crit that's just samples.
That's smart.
And so it has all of the.
that's smart.
It's just instead of like me like having to make it, like it just does it for me. That's when I have 2021 edition. So in 2021 I did the year thing.
Yep.
I haven't done that since. And then I have a transitions crate. So anytime I download a song that's like 100 BPM to 70 or whatever, it usually says trans or transition in it.
Yep.
And I think that's the rule I put in.
Nice.
So that's just a crate that anytime I download and add it, it automatically goes in. I don't have to touch it. And then I have anything that's acapella related. So anything that has ACA in the title,
Yep.
whether it's a full loop, a full acapella, an acapella in, acapella out, there's a crate that has all of that in it. So that's how I use that. So again, these are some of the things that we use to make our jobs easier that will ultimately make us better as DJs. Like, if I look at you and you're just in the search bar and you're trying to go back to back with me, bro, I will eat you alive. I will eat you alive.
I'll say this. Obviously, like we touched on it when we started this conversation. Everyone has a different method.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like whatever is the most efficient way for you is the best way.
Yeah.
However, because like our brains work differently than everybody else.
Yeah.
But if you're organized and you know how to find songs quickly and tastefully on how to like get in and out of genres, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, yeah. And these are just tools. These are just tips.
Yeah, just other things. Like if you want to take whatever you want, implement whatever you
color
want.
coding might not work for you. You'd be like, I don't know what the fuck these colors mean. Like, it might not work for you. It's just how my brain works. And it's worked for me for a few years.
I'd say quite successfully.
Yeah. Thanks, man. So that's what we got for y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it didn't get too nerdy. But, we want to be helpful and we'd like to end the year strong. This is a DJ podcast. I forget sometimes. This is a DJ podcast, so we do like to stick to the DJ info. But I mean, that's all I got. Cammie, any last words before we close off the year?
Dude, yeah, we got a little bit of time, dude. I got some for the cast. Obviously, end of the year, it's always a good time to reflect on the year. I like to look at some like the highs, the lows, musically, professionally. What do you think some like pop culture moment highs were? What do you think some pop culture moments were from the year? I mean, how about music wise? Like let's talk really quick.
I mean, the battle was huge. We talked about that for like 5 episodes in a row.
Yeah, that was the biggest low of my fucking 2024.
Yeah. The 2024 was the wackification of Drake. Never thought it would happen. It finally happened. It is officially kind of whack to be a Drake fan.
I didn't see this coming.
Jesus.
I'm sure a lot of people have been like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
how'd you not see this coming? I didn't see this coming.
Yeah. I know in nightlife we're just seeing like just more of the trend of like people not wanting to go out much. I know that's been something we've talked a lot about this year. And the adjustments that need to be made there. Highlights, let me think. I'm trying to think of something that's like not so fresh. I mean, I don't know. What am I missing?
There
What
are a lot of like pop culture moments I thought were pretty fucking hilarious. I think the Hawk Tua is definitely a highlight of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Dylan likes that one.
If she don't Hawk Tua, I ain't talking to her.
Yeah. That was such a weird moment.
Dude, that was insane.
That was so
she
weird.
probably never thought in a million years she'd be famous.
So random.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm kind of blanking. Like I totally even forgot about that. Some viral trending, something like Nasty Tanashi had her moment. What else?
Big Tyler the Creator year.
Tyler the Creator year. I was gonna say that too.
Dude, Don Toliver is still getting slept on. Brat was massive.
Brat was massive. Taylor is still Taylor. Yeah, man. I mean,
Beyonce.
20. Huh?
Beyonce.
Beyonce's still Beyonce.
Yeah. How about like professionally? Any highs for you this year?
Traveled a lot, which was dope. And learned a lot from from those gigs. Like I think it's nice to get away from home to make me miss it. And so that's something I'm just trying to really balance. But yeah, I hit a bunch of states this year, man. Shout out to honestly all the fucking AV and tech guys I worked with this year because you guys are the best for making my life. You good over there, dude? Wrong pipe? Dude, that's the worst. Dude, Give it a nice hug to it in the mic.
Jesus.
We're gonna have to watch this one after. No, I'm good now.
Okay. So the travel gig's been great. Shout out Slacker. Shout out the 2000s party. Shout out Ross and the team. DJ City Hall this year, which is pretty sick. I knew did that last year, so that was pretty sick. What else was cool?
100th episode of the podcast was kind of cool.
100th episode. That was a great day.
Dude, that was an unbelievable night.
That was probably one of the best nights of the year.
Yeah, looking back on it, it's always like, dude, I didn't really go out that much this year, and
But that night
we went
singing
out.
"Preach" by Young Dolph with Dylan was such a
Yeah, that was a high
highlight.
for
Was
sure.
such a highlight of my year.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody that came out for that.
That was awesome, man. That was
But
awesome.
yeah, man, I'm excited. Dylan,
I want to say that, you know.
we didn't ask, but go ahead.
Oh,
No, go ahead.
I want to say. I mean, like, I only been about a podcast for like a couple of months now. It's like
Yeah.
since like March, April. So I mean, I guess not to be all mushy, but being a part of Dope has really changed. Definitely in my DJ career. I've only been doing this for about almost 2 years. So it's, like I said, it's pretty young. But like, I appreciate having me on the team and also be a part of Dope. Really gave me a lot of lessons to learn, but also great opportunities that I've done as well. So
Yeah, no,
Love
I
that, Dylan.
remember when, no, for sure, and I know we tease you a lot and everything. We got to tease somebody. I'm sorry, but we tease you a lot. But I remember when we first came across like the work that you do, and like because you were like so for people who don't know what Dylan does, like one of the biggest things he does is like the really like animated and like
The clips, yeah.
like super produced like clips and reels, like that's Dylan. And so he used to do that for like his own personal content. He was
He could
going
do, like,
around
some
like
street interviews,
DJ
and interviews.
and so he interviewed me in this studio. And so that's how like he met everybody, and like I was just like, oh, this kid's just gonna come by, listen, whatever. And then the thing he made for me was like really well produced, and I was just like, and that's when we were like, yo, like we should
have
try
him
and
do it,
have
yeah.
him do that content for us. And since then you've done amazing work. It's made a huge difference in terms of how our content has looked, and I think we've gone viral that many more times. I think just because of how visually
production
appealing
value
the
was
production
crazy.
value is and everything like that. So we appreciate you being in addition to the show, and then I know that like I'm on your ass a lot about the DJ stuff, but it's because I care. I know I can be mean and harsh, but it's because I want you to do well, and these are things that I wish I knew when I was in your position. So sometimes I feel bad. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I kind of like rinsed the fuck out of Dylan today. But I'm like,
all out of love.
but I'm like, one day he will thank me. And so I appreciate you. Did you have any words for Dylan?
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Proud of you. You've already made some great strides, so thank you for the hard work you add to the team and everything. And yeah, bro, next year is a big year for you, so keep doing what you're doing.
And just because we're sucking dick, EJ, get over here, buddy.
Oh, let's go.
Give EJ the mic. Give EJ the mic. I just want to say thank you to you as well.
Wait, I got a comment for Dylan.
Yes.
No, it's good. Now that you're editing all the highlights, I'm over here like, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I hate editing videos.
Love it.
Even though you're incredible at it. But EJ, you've been with the show for what,
Since Neo.
Oh shit, that
was
was
that your first day?
one?
Yeah.
Great first day in the job.
What the fuck?
So that was like 2 years ago, 2.5
So
years
yeah,
ago.
like that was it was 2 summers ago.
Yeah, it was like 2022.
So EJ's been around, and so and EJ knows I love him, but you do amazing work, and you are a huge reason why we are so successful. You are so professional. I recommend you to anyone that asks me for a videographer and photographer. So,
Same.
we love you, EJ. You really keep this. You're a big glue to this show.
Big glue guy.
Yeah, big
glue
glue
guy.
guy. So this show would not be possible without you. So very, very grateful for you and
Thank you.
and all the work you did this year, and that you will continue to do next year.
Oh, yeah.
No days off.
Thank you. I appreciate it greatly.
Yeah, and fuck, shout out Fingers, I guess.
Yeah, bro.
Whenever he decides to come back.
Huge shout out Fingers. Yeah, huge shout out to everyone on the team, man.
Yeah, everyone on the team.
We got a great
Kat,
team.
Timmy, Matt, Ado, the Podfather, but obviously the listeners as well. You know, you guys keep this train running. And we're just very thankful for another year. We've been doing this for a bunch of years. I forget when we started at this point. So another year. Hopefully we get a fucking award soon, huh?
Dude, yeah. When's that nomination coming?
When's
in,
that
bro?
nomination coming in?
Yeah. Next year's gonna be big for us. I feel like it.
So we're gonna keep
feel it.
pushing. And we do this for the people. But thank you.
And shout out to you guys for keeping it, holding it down over there at the table. Just
Trying.
Man,
very professional and letting your personality shine over there.
dude.
Thank you, brother.
Dude. I just try and impress you every week. But thanks, man. Lots of love. I'm horny as fuck. Thank you, everybody. Can't wait to see your comments and your support online. And we'll see you next year.
Peace.
Peace.